Weird hits and a lot of luck is what he said. Here are how the NL East standings play out right now. He said it helps when they're getting calls and 1-1 counts turn to 2-1 counts instead of 1-2 counts. First of all, did you think the Braves had a different strike zone in that series? Let's start there.
No, I thought the Mets outplayed them from jump. Okay. I really did. I would say to Spencer Strider right there, don't give anybody any reason to have bulletin board material. Sure. To say, see you in October. Well, Spencer Strider hasn't pitched in October yet, so you've never been there. So how do you know what the Mets are going to look like in October? I just always felt it was better to, like, respect, lay low, kind of, and then attack in October. You're well aware. Listen, we'll get into it, but as I sat there last night and watched the Mets, watched the Yanks, watched everybody, Houston, all around the league, Dodgers, the Mets are in my opinion, they're the World Series favorites. I think they're the best team in baseball. I saw power rankings come out. They were 4. They bring everything that a championship team needs, every ingredient they have. So it's kind of on them. I wish you could almost bubble wrap Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer and just, we're going to fast forward you to October and not play these last 2 months out. Because the only thing that could catastrophically hurt them is an injury.
God forbid.
So when you look at it and you dial in, get you fired up, Juan Soto going to San Diego, you had to watch. You had to watch this series, and you had to watch Jacob deGrom take the mound yesterday. And not only that, they usually go to commercial when a guy's doing his warm-up throws. They stayed right there. Okay, so let's check some boxes off, can we?
Okay.
First, I'm going to lay out starting pitching. Lay out and listen to these fans. This was incredible. He's going simple man to get loose. Listen, he's not Max Scherzer on the mound. He doesn't give you that fiery, it's coming out of my nose and I'm going to stick it right down your throat. That's not who Jacob deGrom is. He is elegance. He is power and velocity. The thing I want people to understand is 96 miles an hour to 92 miles an hour on his slider. 173 pitchers have thrown 500-plus fastballs this year. Only 17 average north of 96. Fastball. He's throwing his slider at their fastball velocities. There's no way you can cover it. And then on Saturday night, I got to deal with Max Scherzer, who I can argue is one of the best pitchers of all time, and he's bullying you with a 4-pitch mix, heater inside, dotting I's, crossing T's. You can't help but put these guys on par with the unit Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling in 2001 with the Arizona Diamondbacks, because if you got in a series and you didn't get lucky and chip away and beat one of them, it was over. And the Yankees eventually succumb in 7 games to 2 of the best starters our game's seen. All right, an athletic lineup. Not only power with Pete Alonso. Watch the first AB of the game against Spencer Strider. This is Brandon Nimmo at his finest. How many guys want to go down 0-2 to Spencer Strider? 199. Now I am going to make you work. I am going to foul everything off. I am going to chip away and find a way to set the tone for my offense in a 10-pitch AB that he is able to hit a bullet to left center to get the boys going and get them on the board 1-0. He has been doing it all year. The guys at the top of this order, the Brandon Nimmos, the Starling Martes, Frankie Lindor. Frankie Lindor's got 19 homers and 77 RBIs and OPS north of 800, and we don't talk about him because we're mad he makes $341 million and think he should be a superstar. But dial in on what he's meant to this offense in the first half. How about the defense he's playing up the chute at shortstop? Starling Marte, a 5-tool guy that they went out and signed, is hitting 290. Is got on 13 stolen bases, is playing defense in right field, throwing guys. Anyone who attempts to try and turn a single into a double gets cut down left and right. So to watch him go about it, and then you talk about sheer athleticism, Daniel Vogelbach going first to home on Mark Canna's double was the stuff of legend. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Are you kidding me? Who is that, Mike Allstott? With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers filling an A gap right here? Look at this guy, get it. So you need a little character as well, but look at him. That was awesome to me. So an athletic lineup to go with power, and then they have the game's best closer.
Remember when he got there and he struggled from
He struggled, and everyone was totally concerned, and Brody Van Wagenen comes out looking like a genius with Edwin Diaz. But you talk about it, Lauren. It's an infection. People want to get to the yard. The players want to get there at 1:30.
You need 6 outs, he's got it.
He's got 6 outs. We'll get into that. The intangibles. The message sent by Buck throwing him 6 outs in the first game to kind of let the Braves go. Know that this is a different series for us. We got 5 games in 4 days. I want this first one. The boys want this first one. Our fans want this first one. Look at Taijuan Walker. Things are different around here right now. So when I think you put it all together for the Mets and you look at everything, listen, the Dodgers fully healthy, certainly more than equipped to win a World Series. The Astros, the Yankees, I could go up and down the list. But when you put it on paper and watch the New York Mets go about their business, you can't help but think that they're the World Series favorite if everybody gets in healthy. I think 80% of the league would say it.
Really? If Dustin
You can't hit Jacob DeGrom. Look at this. Well, look at this. Pitch usage splits. The slider has gone through the roof for Edwin Diaz. It has certainly helped him. Sometimes I don't even think Edwin knows if it's going to go right to left or it's going to drop straight down. All I know is this. For people to understand, to get in the box and to be able to cover certain velocities, what we're seeing Jacob DeGrom do is you've never seen it, so you're not equipped to handle it as a hitter. Al's going to come on and do a great breakdown on DeGrom. I can't imagine what a 96-mile-an-hour slider looks like, because a 96-mile-an-hour fastball looks like vapor. So think about that. If this is looking like, boom, like a tic-tac coming at you at 96, how are you supposed to see spin of slider at 96, and then it's going to do that?
Elegance is the perfect word for Jacob DeGrom, and the additions have worked out beautifully.